Hi, it's Sarah. Welcome to today's video. We're going to look at the March forecast for Aries natives. This is Sun, Moon, and Rising sign in Aries. If you're new to my channel, I talk about astrology, tarot, Reiki, healing subjects, and offer meditations, affirmations, and overviews on spirit animals to help you further your spiritual evolution and feel better. I'm an author and spiritual teacher and have been working in the wellness genre for 18 plus years. So I have a lot of different topics that I cover on this channel, but there's something here for everyone. If this seems like something you would be interested in, why not consider subscribing? It's free. And also don't forget to like and comment on the video. It really does help it get seen. And for today's reading, I will be using the Ascended Master Oracle deck, which is one of my favorite decks. It's really beautiful, and I think it's going to bring some insight into the situation that Aries has been going through lately. I'm also going to draw one card from the Crystal Oracle deck for the best stone for you to work with for the month of March. Of course, this is my take on the energy and the astrology and the cards, and because of that, it probably won't resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate with you, no worries, just pass it on by, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. Okay, Aries, let's do this. Let me shuffle really quickly and we'll draw the first card, which will be, what energy are you bringing forward from February into March? Okay, Aries, see the other person's point of view. So much has been happening with you lately. This new job, this new career, breakups, makeups, new people in your life, the money's finally starting to come in, and now you're maybe at a position where you don't feel like suddenly you're moving forward anymore, even though all of this has happened in a relatively short time. Could it be that you're stuck because you're holding on to past hurt, past anger? Perhaps it's time to see the situation from the other person's perspective or their point of view. If you were in their shoes, could you understand better what they did? And this doesn't necessarily mean that you need to forgive them, become best friends with them again, and have them in your life every day. But this is more about closure, about understanding why the situation happened. And honestly, there are times when things happen in interpersonal relationships where there is no explanation for why people do what they do, because they're motivated by other factors that we aren't aware of. We never really truly understand people because we're only seeing a window of what's going on in their life. You don't know about their upbringing. You don't know what kind of conditions that are surrounding the situation that haven't come forward yet. And of course, you don't know what baggage they're carrying. So there's a lot of things going on. Probably the best thing to do would be to try and emphasize with them, forgive them, and forget the situation. Now, that doesn't mean invite them back in your life. That means continue on with your path and don't hold a grudge. Chances are good what happened is something that will happen again if you invite these people back in your life. And what happened wasn't right, it wasn't fair, and you may not get the closure. But you're better off now than you were before, and you can quickly move on from this if you choose to. Are you ready to let go of it? We know that holding a grudge, being resentful of someone, being angry at someone isn't just hurting them, it's hurting us. So it's time to let go some of that so that you can move forward with your amazing life. Like I say, things have been going so good for you and they're only going to get better this year. Release what you're holding on to. If you can, wish the person well and move on. Okay, the next card is going to be your biggest obstacle for the month of March. Let me shuffle really quickly. And your biggest obstacle for the month of March will be let it go, Kuan Yin. So definitely this could be related to the energy you're bringing forward from February into March. Or it could be it's time to let go of a situation. So have you been trying everything that you could think of and then some to keep a relationship going or a job afloat that isn't really a good fit for you? If so, this is the signal. It's time to let it go. And I understand that may not be what you want to hear because there's nothing worse than being in that kind of situation where you think that you can fix the situation if you just could come up with a better idea, or you could try something else, or if you did something else. But there are times when we need to not push and we need to just release the situation. And this is one of those times. Sometimes when we continuously push for something to happen, we end up expending a lot of energy and it doesn't actually help the situation and it doesn't help us because we end up pushing against the universal flow of things. So you may be feeling stuck and you may be feeling powerless. You may be feeling tired, lethargic, and not really understanding why things aren't working. And then this leads to more frustration and more blocks. Sometimes you just have to give the situation to spirit. And when you do, you open yourself up to unbelievable opportunities. So your big obstacle this month will be letting go of the struggle, anger, not being able to forgive, or anything else, and trust the universe is on your side. If you can, things will flow very smoothly for you for the month. Okay, the next card will be your biggest asset or tool to use in the month of March. Let me shuffle. And the card is Apollo. Focus upon your strengths. So this card is about staying positive, looking at the bigger picture, focusing upon your strengths and not upon any perceived weakness. Even if your talents still need polishing, there are strengths and assets that you possess that no one else does. The more you bless and appreciate your strengths, the stronger they'll grow. If you focus upon your so-called weaknesses, they will grow instead. So this card is a reminder of the importance of viewing yourself with compassion and love. Anytime you find yourself thinking or feeling poorly about yourself, focus upon your strengths instead. If you're having difficulty staying positive, you might try listening to one of my videos on affirmations to lift your energy and faith. I have quite a few of them, and also I have some specifically for Aries natives too, and I'll link that one above and below too. Affirmations are very helpful in shifting our mood and also our self-beliefs. You can also learn how to speak more gently and positively to yourself in general. But your biggest asset for the month will be playing to your strengths and not focusing on what's lacking or what you perceive to be a weakness or a problem in your life. Look at all the good stuff that you have going on in your life. Look at all the many blessings. Look how far you've come. And as I said, play to your strengths. You got this. So let me shuffle and we're going to draw the next card, which will be your home life. And the card is Ocean, drink more water. The meaning for this card is, of course, you need to drink more water, but you also need to focus on taking better care of yourself. And I know you've been really busy lately, and because of that, probably your self-care routine has flown out the window. So take this as a sign. It's time to invest in you and spend quality time at home practicing self-care at least one day a week. This card also signals it would probably be very beneficial for you and your family to spend time near an ocean, lake, or river. Returning to nature would be very good for you and your family. Also, it's time to look at how many chemicals you're consuming. If you haven't already, it's time to invest in a home water purifier and also really watch drinking chemical-laden liquids such as soda, coffee, alcohol, anything like that, anything that is not pure. For this card to show up in the home placement, I would say you need to look at your diet and your consumption of water and other beverages and see how it's affecting you and how it's affecting your family. We don't really realize how many chemicals we are consuming until there is a problem. So check on that now before things get worse. Ocean is an African goddess of rivers and waters, and she helps women appreciate and enjoy their feminine beauty. Both men and women can call on Osha for help with their romantic life, increase attractiveness, and self-esteem. In any situation involving water or the flow of abundance, she will also be more than willing to help you. Okay, I'm going to shuffle, and we're going to draw 2 cards for your romantic sector. Okay, and the cards are Horus, you're seeing the situation clearly, and Thoth, right. It's really interesting they're both Egyptian cards. So for partnered Aries natives, I would say it's time to trust your intuition and gut feelings about your partner. Let go of self-doubt and trust your spiritual abilities are assisting you in seeing the situation clearly. And by that, I mean you're getting insights, those gut feelings, those inner knowings of what's really going on. And even though there may not be evidence or someone is trying to muddy the water with their own perception, and only you know what you'll accept and not accept. This is the time to have that deep conversation with your partner, discuss what you think is appropriate and what isn't appropriate. It's time to trust yourself and know that you will make the right decision. It's also way past time to avoid relationships, situations, and people that don't feel right to you. Because come on, you're a really good person. You have so much to offer. You don't have to keep settling for scraps or bad behavior from other people. You deserve to be happy. And that's not asking for too much, Aries. One way for you to get clearer on what you want and maybe tap into your subconscious and tap into your spiritual essence is by writing. If you will keep a journal and write down your thoughts and feelings, also your dreams, you will soon see Spirit is trying to tell you something. For single Aries natives, I'd say, yeah, it's time for you to get back out there and date some, but don't settle. You know instantly what's right for you and what's not. You have that inner knowing about people too, that you can meet someone and within a few minutes you'll have a good idea whether or not they're a good person, whether or not they'll be a good match for you. This isn't the year to be wasting your time with situations that are almost okay or people that are works in progress. It's really important that you get clear on what you want in a relationship. Stop settling for less than you deserve. Tell the universe that you're ready to meet the right person for you that respects you, loves you, and will adore you, and will definitely be someone who brings out the best in you. And it would benefit you as well to write at least daily in a journal. Tap into that inner wisdom from the universe and watch out for patterns and synchronicities too. This is a year where it's very likely you're going to meet your soulmate, and it's going to come about in a very interesting way. It's going to be one of those situations that you'll laugh about for years to come and tell your children and your grandchildren about. Be open to new experiences and be open to synchronicity of the universe. This has been a really heavy reading, hasn't it? We've got one more card to go. I'm going to shuffle and I'm going to draw the outcome, where you're likely to be if you continue on the path you're on now. And the card is find the blessing in your current situation. So I believe if you stay on the current road that you're on now, by the end of March, you will have found the blessing in the situation and be almost through this particular challenge. And every situation offers opportunities to grow and to learn. Some are easier than others, but still, each one offers us that ability. When you recognize the blessings within your current situation, supportive and healing energy instantly begins to flow to you. I think this will be a month you recognize your own value, your own worth. You stop settling for less than what you deserve. You come to terms with some situations in your home life, in your personal life, and in your romantic life. So while it may seem like this has been more of an ordeal than a blessing, in reality, you're better off now than you were at the beginning of the month. Focus on all the good in your life and focus on all the positives, and this will trigger more positive manifestations for you because good things are trying to come to you. This is part of that process of making room for them. Get clear on what's working and what isn't, and then let it go. Give it to Spirit. Use positive affirmations. Write out your feelings, and know that everything is in divine and perfect order. Know that Spirit's got your back and that you're not alone. The situation is resolving itself perfectly. So overall, this has been a pretty intense reading, Aries. I'm going to draw one more card, which will be from the Crystal Oracle deck, and it will be the best stone for you to work with in the month of March. Oh, nice. The stone is Mookaite. This is a very grounding and affordable stone that comes from Australia. It helps soothe an agitated mind. It's really great for anxiety, stress, and worry. And it can be very cleansing for the body as well. And it's a stone for reproduction and pregnancy. It's also a very energizing stone that will help you get organized and get back on track too if you feel like you're stuck. It resonates with the root chakra and will help you feel more balanced and connected to the earth as it helps you stay grounded and present in the moment, not ruminating about the past or worrying about the future. It can also help you cleanse and clear the chakra and therefore bringing it back into balance. This is a great stone to work with in the month of March and to add to your stone collection. I would suggest that you carry a piece with you and also meditate with this stone. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little mini reading. If you did, please let me know in the comment section below and be sure and give it a like. It really does help it get seen. Okay guys, stay tuned for the next video. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.